Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Forex Live. August 29, 1736 America, New York. CEO of Australia's Wesfarmers, one of Australia's largest conglomerates, urges vaccine mandate laws. The owner of some of Australia's biggest retail operations says the Australian community is close to a tipping point on blanket lockdown laws. From an interview given to the May Be Gated. Forex Live. August 29, 1712 America, New York. RBNZ release an analytical note on impact of hiking mortgage rates. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand note is titled, TLDR version E, and much more at that link above. Further summary here. Forex Live. August 29, 1706 America, New York. Update. EU set to recommend halting non-essential travel from the US. WSJ with more on the COVID-19 travel ban from the US into Europe. This has been bubbling away in the background for a month or so but looks to be firming up. Wall Street Journal reports. Forex Live. August 29, 1649 America, New York. Trade Ideas thread. Monday the 30th of August 2021. Good morning, afternoon and evening all. Any charts, technical analysis, trade ideas, thoughts, views, Forex Live traders would like to share and discuss with fellow Forex Live traders, please do so. Forex Live. August 29, 1616 America, New York. U.S. Gulf. Hurricane Ida. More than 95% Gulf crude oil, 94% natural gas offline. Weekend post here of relevance to oil traders. Category 4 Hurricane Ida set to bear down on U.S. Gulf Coast Platts with the report that more than 95% Gulf crude oil, 94% natural gas offline. Forex Live. August 29, 1608 America, New York. Economic calendar due from Asia today, Monday the 30th of August 2021. It's a light one ahead, although there is another input to Australia's Q2 GDP. 2,350 GMT Japan retail sales for 70130 GMT Australia. Forex Live. August 29, 1547 America, New York. Monday morning open levels. Indicative Forex prices the 30th of August 2021. Good morning, afternoon or evening to all Forex Live traders and welcome to the start of the new FX week. Some small change from late Friday levels. Be back soon with weekend news.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 29, 1500 America, New York. Economy week ahead. Factory activity, trade and employment. Data due this week will likely show China's factory activity expanded at its slowest pace 1.5 years and unemployment in the U.S. hit the lowest level since the pandemic started. New York Times Business. August 29, 1347 America, New York. Don Pointer, who made toilets talk and golf balls walk, dies at 96. His line of novelty items was wide-ranging. Jane Mansfield posed for him so that he could make a shapely, sexy hot water bottle. The inventor Don Pointer in 1955 with boxes of his whiskey-flavored toothpaste. The Library of Economics and Liberty. August 29, 1346 America, New York. Against employment targets. This tweet raises an interesting question. I believe that it's a big mistake to use monetary policy to target employment, as we saw in the 1960s and 1970s. The counterargument is that Congress gave the Fed a mandate that included maximum employment, and thus the Fed is sort of forced to set a target for maximum employment.
Global Economy. August 29, 1315 America, New York. Deadline day looms in Afghanistan. Plus the insights from Zoom's earnings call and what Melrose might tell us about automotive semiconductor shortages.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 29, 1306 America, New York. New life and work choices revitalize exurbs, bringing new strains. In particular in the Southeast, once rural spots like Murfreesboro, Tennessee, are seeing populations boom, driven by people from cities and close-in suburbs drawn by lower costs and the ability to do jobs remotely.
Marginal Revolution. August 29, 1249 America, New York. Sunday assorted links. 1. Angela Hewitt plays the art of the fugue. 2. Khan Kanzlerin. And here is Tracy Ullman on Merkel. 3. Good essay on Thomas Bernhard. 4. Israel moves to a 3-dose standard. And COVID truth from Singapore.
Wall Street Journal Markets. August 29. 12:35 America New York. Chinese bad debt manager Warong confirms $16 billion annual loss. The company, a major borrower in international bond markets, rattled global investors earlier this year after it delayed the release of its annual results.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 29. 12:11 America New York. High pay for COVID-19 nurses leads to shortages at hospitals. COVID-19 has altered the labor market for nurses. Thousands quit staff jobs for stints as travel nurses, making 2 or 3 times their previous pay, leaving many small and not-for-profit hospitals struggling to compete.
Daily FX Market News. August 29. 12 o'clock America New York. Markets week ahead. Dow Jones, US dollar, Australian dollar, crude oil, OPEC+, NFPs. The Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite soared amid the Fed's Jackson Hole Symposium. The US dollar tanked as the Australian dollar, crude oil and gold prices outperformed.
New York Times Business. August 29. 12 o'clock America New York. The week in business. Delta introduces a new kind of fee. As companies navigate vaccine requirements, a high-profile Silicon Valley trial is set to begin.
Forex Live. August 29. 11:35 America New York. Category 4 Hurricane Ida set to bear down on U.S. Gulf Coast. Ida is set to be one of the largest storms to ever hit the U.S. Hurricane Ida is hours away from making landfall on the coast of Louisiana as a Category 4 hurricane. Forex Live. August 29. 11:22 America New York. OPEC Plus could reconsider plans to add more oil barrels this week. The next OPEC Plus meeting is September 1. OPEC Plus had planned to be on autopilot through year-end, adding an additional 400 kelvins per month as they slowly bring back idled production.
Wall Street Journal Markets. August 29. 11:05 America New York. Treasury demand shows resilience as Fed signals bond buying pullback. Investors keep buying U.S. Treasury securities, defying predictions for a broad sell-off that would send bond yields back to their March highs.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. August 29. 11 o'clock America New York. TV sitcom writers are thrust into Afghans' plight. Writers on United States of Al, a CBS sitcom about an Afghan interpreter resettled in Ohio with his former Marine fighting partner, are working to get relatives out of the chaos at the Kabul airport.